Have you ever wondered what it was like when the world first saw Farrah Fawcett? Today, we are going to explore some very rare photos of her that almost no one has seen before. These pictures show a side of Farrah that is bold, daring, and completely unforgettable. Stick with us, because each photo tells a story you will not believe. Farrah Fawcett was more than just a famous face on television. She became a symbol of the 1970s, capturing attention with her charm, confidence, and style. But some of her photos are so rare, they show a side of her that was hidden from the public eye. Today, we will look at these images carefully and discover what made Farrah truly unique. Most people remember Farrah for her hair, her smile, and her famous poster that sold millions. But behind those iconic images, she took photos that left nothing to imagination. These were not just for magazines, they were personal, daring, and bold. Some of these pictures were kept private for decades, and only now are they slowly coming to light. One of the most interesting things about Farrah was how she could control her image. Even in the rarest photos, she knew how to look confident without seeming forced. Every pose, every expression, was carefully thought out. You can almost feel her energy through the pictures, and that is why they continue to fascinate people even today. Now, some of these rare photos were considered too daring for the time. In an era when photography was mostly modest, Farrah pushed boundaries. She was not trying to shock people for attention, she simply wanted to express herself fully. Looking at these images, you can see her strength and self-assurance. She was comfortable in her own skin, and that is something very few people can do, even today. What makes these photos even more interesting is that they capture everyday moments too. She was not always in bright lights or on a stage. Some images show her laughing with friends, relaxing on a couch, or simply looking thoughtful. These rare shots make her feel more real, more human. You can see the personality that made everyone around her admire her so much. Many photographers who worked with Farrah said she had a natural ability to connect with the camera. It was not just about looking beautiful, it was about telling a story. Each rare photo has a feeling, a mood, or a message. That is why collectors and fans are willing to search for these images for years. Each one is like discovering a new piece of her life. It is easy to think that being famous means always being in the public eye. But Farrah also had private moments, and some of these rare photos capture them. You can see her in a relaxed pose, her face free of makeup, or just enjoying a quiet moment. These are the photos that make you feel like you are seeing her as a person, not just a star. What really surprises people about these rare images is how timeless they are. Even decades later, Farrah's charm and confidence are visible. Some photos might feel very bold for the 1970s, yet they still feel fresh and real now. That is the kind of lasting impression she left on the world. If you pay close attention, you will notice small details in these rare pictures. The way she positions her hands, the angle of her face, or even a tiny smile, it all tells a story. You might think a photo is just a picture, but with Farrah, every image feels alive. She knew how to express emotions without words, and that made her photography so unforgettable. It was not just the fans who were fascinated by these photos. Celebrities, photographers, and historians have all praised the way Farrah presented herself. She had an understanding of herself that went beyond appearance. She understood her presence and how to capture it in a photo, making each rare image even more remarkable. Farrah Fawcett's rare photos remind us that she was more than a star. She was a woman who knew who she was, and she shared that confidence with the world. From bold shots to simple, private moments, these images let us see her completely, her charm, her personality, and her strength. These rare images are more than just photographs, they are pieces of history. They show us Farrah in ways that most people never got to see. And that is why, even decades later, she continues to capture our attention. Her photos are a reminder that being true to yourself is always powerful, no matter the time or place. Thank you for staying with us and exploring these rare moments of Farrah Fawcett. Her images may be rare, but the impression she left is unforgettable.